Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name CarriersCloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students.
Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of the June month, that is for the topic national affairs. This is one of the most important topic for current affairs, so it should be well prepared by you. Let's start. First, Cities 2.0 program is from which year to which year? First of all, you should know that what is this Cities program? What is the full form of CITIIS 2.0? What is the full form of this program? This means City Investment to Innovate, Integrate and Sustain. I repeat, City Investment to Innovate, integrate and sustain. This is Cities 2.0 platform, right? And remember, this program was launched from which year to which year? This is from 2023 to 2027, right? First question important, take a note of it. Next, regional office of the Universal Postal Union will be established in which area? Universal Postal Union. So regional office of this UPU, that is Universal Postal Union, will be set up where? This will be set up in New Delhi, right? Next, Cabinet has approved the increase in the MSP for which type of crop? What is MSP? MSP is your minimum support price. This is the minimum amount that will be provided to a farmer for a particular crop. Now, some types of crops are there. What is a kharif crop? First of all, tell me. A kharif crop is a crop that is also known as the monsoon crops, right? Then these crops are known as monsoon and sometimes by the name autumn crops also, correct? Then remember, these crops last from June to November, from the June month to the November month. Then if we talk about some types of kharif crop, these are your crop as the monsoon, they are also known as rainy crops. So if we look at some of the example of these are rice, maize, bajra, cotton. These are your kharif crop. Then rabi crops. Which are the rabi crops? When are they grown from? See, rabi crops are those crops that are known as winter crops. Winter crops, right? These are the agriculture crops that are sown in winter and they are harvested in spring, correct? And if we look at some of the examples, that is wheat, barley, oats, gram, mustard, they are the example of rabi crops. And what is zaid crops? Zaid crops are those crops that are grown between these, or they are also known as the summer crops. Correct? They are grown for a short period of time between kharif and rabi crop, that is mainly from March to June, right? And what are the examples? Such as your watermelon, such as your muskmelon, cucumber, pumpkin, strawberry. These are your Z crops. Now the question that being asked to you is that which among the following, or cabinet has recently approved the MSP for which among the crops? Which of these crops MSP has been increased? So remember, it is your kharif crops for which the MSP has been increased by the government. Right? Next. Next is Lavender Festival was observed in which union territory or state? So remember, this Lavender Festival was observed in Jammu and Kashmir. Right? Important question, take a note of it. Correct? So where was this Lavender Festival observed? This Lavender Festival was observed in Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory. Right? Then next thing, this was a 2-day long festival. This festival was inaugurated by Jitendra Singh, who is our Union Minister of State for Science and Technology. This festival was held where? In the Bhadrava Valley. Then next thing you need to remember for Bhadrava Valley is that this city is also known as the lavender capital of India. It is also known as the lavender capital of India. That is your Bhadrava Valley. And where is this Bhadrava Valley? This is in Jammu and Kashmir. Correct? So lavender festival, it was observed in Jammu and Kashmir. It is also the city that is known as the lavender capital of India is the Bhadrava Valley, and this was launched basically to prominent agri startup destination, right? Bhadrava Valley, that if any individual wants to start any business related to this lavender, this Bhadrava Valley will be a best startup destination for the same, right? Then next thing, remember for the same that Bhadrava Valley along with CSIR IIM, they recently started a revolution or a campaign that turned into a purple revolution, right? As we know that lavender is purple in color, therefore Bhadrava Valley along with CSIR IIM, their arm CSIR, this is IIM, this is the arm of CSIR, they together launched a campaign that turned into purple revolution, right? Also remember, with the help of these lavender flowers or lavenders, high volume essential oils can be made. These oils can be eitherly used for in perfume industry or for fragrance in different types of products. Correct? Now, with the help of this Lavender Festival, many young entrepreneurs from Jammu and Kashmir, they have started their own small businesses, and by selling lavender oil, hydrosols and the flowers itself, the income of the farmers has also increased from around 40,000 to 60,000 per acre, that was they were earlier earning, and now it has been increased to almost 3,50,000 to 6 lakh rupees per acre or per hectare, right? So this is all you need to know about the lavender festival. Correct? Next is Vihu Kuhu festival is observed in which state of India? See, Vihu Kuhu festival, this is observed in Arunachal Pradesh. First thing. Next thing, remember this Vihu Kuhu festival, it means paddy transplantation festival. This means paddy transplantation festival. Correct? Vihu Kuhu festival. Then next thing, remember this festival is observed by Tangsa tribe. Right? This festival is observed by Tangsa tribe, that is of Arunachal Pradesh, and this Vihu Kuhu, this means paddy transplantation festival, and this means the beginning of the agriculture season, and this encourages the spirit of Tangsa people. Next thing, remember, this Vihuku festival stands as a symbol of the tribe's rich cultural history, and the festival begins with the common prayers and ceremonial sowings of the first rice seed by playing the rhythmic beats of the Ronka traditional drums. Then during this, rice beer, locally known as apong, is consumed. And if we talk about Arunachal Pradesh, then who is the chief minister here? Pema Khanduji. And then remember, there is an airport here, that is Tezu Airport as well as Itanagar Airport. Correct. Then if we talk about West Bengal, first underwater metro is being developed in Kolkata, West Bengal under the Hooghly River. Right? Next, Raja Parva festival is observed in which state? Raja Parva festival, this festival is observed in the state of Odisha, right? And this festival is observed to celebrate womanhood, right? This festival is observed to celebrate womanhood and earth. Basically, to celebrate womanhood, this festival is observed. Correct? This Raja Parva festival of Odisha is also known by the name Swing Festival. Correct? During this festival, women enjoy the rides of the swings. That is the reason this festival is also known as Swing Festival. This is a 3-day long festival, right? And this year it started on 14th of June and it was till 16th of June. Correct? And it is dedicated to honoring our earth and celebrating the womanhood. This festival also marks the beginning of the monsoon. Then next thing, the first day is celebrated as Pahili Raja, second day is celebrated as Mithun Sankranti, and third day is observed as Basi Raja. Correct? Then if we talk about Odisha, in Odisha, remember, Mobus festival is observed. Mobus was launched in Odisha. Then biggest hockey stadium is also in Odisha. Then apart from this, first Olympic values education program was launched in Odisha. In Odisha only, remember, first tribal health observatory was also set up. Who is the governor of Odisha? Ganeshi Lalji. Who is the chief minister? Naveen Patnaik. And if we talk about wildlife sanctuaries, there are multiple wildlife sanctuaries such as your Debrigad Wildlife Sanctuary, Kotagad Wildlife Sanctuary, and your Chilka Wildlife Sanctuary. Right? So this is, you need to know about Raja Parva festival, and it is celebrated for encouraging or celebrating womanhood and earth. It is also known as Swing Festival, 3-day long festival observed in Odisha. Next, electronics repair service outsourcing. This is the pilot project that was launched in which state of India? So this electronics repair services outsourcing, this was a pilot project that was launched by Ministry of Electronics IT, Ministry of Electronics and Information and Technology. This was observed where this pilot project was observed in Bangalore, Karnataka. Correct? So right option becomes in the state of Karnataka. This electronics repair service outsourcing, this pilot project was launched in Bangalore, Karnataka. This project will be running for 3 months, right? And this is on the trial basis, and this pilot project is along with 5 companies. Which are those 5 companies? Flex, Lenovo, CTDI, R Logic, and AffairsCloud. AffairsCloud. These are the 5 companies with which this electronics repair service outsourcing pilot project is being run, right, in Bangalore, Karnataka, and it will be running for 5 months. right? Then through this ERSO scheme, India hopes to capture 20% of the global repair service market in the next 5 years that currently stands at $100 billion. At present, India's revenue from the repair service is about just 350 million dollar, and in the next 5 years it is likely to touch 20 billion dollar. Correct? And remember, this initiative will also support the mission life, that is lifestyle for the environment, as we are repairing the garbage, electronic garbage. Correct? So this ERSO, electronics repair service outsourcing, this is a pilot project launched in Karnataka, Bangalore, and it was launched by Ministry of Electronics, Information and Technology, and the total industry for the repair market globally is $100 billion. India aims to achieve $20 billion in the next 5 years, and this project will be running as on a pilot basis for 3 months with 5 companies, and these are those 5 companies. Next, institution deemed to be universities regulations for 2023 was unveiled by whom? So remember, recently UGC regulations for 2023, that is institution deemed to be universities, it was launched by whom, or it was unveiled by whom? It was unveiled by our Minister of Education, Dharmendra Pradhan ji, right? He released the UGC guidelines or regulations for 2023 for the establishment of more quality focused deemed universities. Main focus here is to develop quality universities, right? These will surpass the UGC regulations of 2019, and they are aligned with the new education policy of 2020. The regulations are built upon the principle of a light but tight regulatory framework. Remember this: light but tight regulatory framework. On these frameworks, these new quality universities will be developed, that will be following National Education Policy 2020, right? And these guidelines will help us to establish number of high quality deemed to be universities in objective and transparent manner, where the university will prioritize quality, excellence, and enhance the research ecosystem in those universities. Then under these regulations, under these new regulations for 2023, remember the faculty strength, minimum required faculty strength has been increased from 100 to 150. Then for private institution, the corpus fund requirement has been increased from 10 crore rupees to 25 crore rupees. Then deemed university will now need to establish executive council similar to those of central universities. Correct? Also, these universities will be following the eligibility under the NAAC, that is National Assessment and Accreditation Council, as well as NIRF, that is your National Institutional Ranking Framework, right? And these regulations prioritize quality, and monitoring will be closely monitored by the UGC expert committee. Correct? So this new regulations for UGC 2023 were unveiled by Dharmendra Pradhan. Next, Ministry of Women Child Development recently partnered with which organization to launch Amrit Generation campaign to empower youths? So remember, it is your Meta, that is formerly Facebook. Meta has partnered with Ministry of Women Child and Development, and this partnership was to empower youth. To empower youth, right? To launch an Amrit Generation campaign, and this Amrit Generation campaign is basically to empower youth. So question can be asked that Amrit Generation campaign, this was launched for, or what is the motive of this Amrit Generation campaign? It is to empower youth, to provide them with various skills so that it can enhance their creativity, it can enhance the aspiration of youth in various sectors. Correct? Also, apart from this, remember the campaign invites youth to showcase their creativity and share their aspiration by creating reels on Instagram, right? Facebook, right? And with this help of using hashtag, that is Amrit Generation, right? And this is the campaign Amrit Generation campaign, correct? Also 50 shortlisted entries will be invited to New Delhi to interact with senior policymakers and industry leaders, and will also get an opportunity to visit the Meta office in Gurugram, Haryana. Okay, apart from this, Instagram, Facebook, that is now Meta, right? And WhatsApp, these are all owned by parent, or these are the child company of Facebook, that is Meta, right? And they are all owned by whom? Mark Zuckerberg. The next thing also you need to remember, recently Threads, this is the name of the application that was recently launched, and it was the rival of Twitter. And they have a very interesting thing, that this thread will be logged in using your Instagram, and once you want to delete your account on the thread, then it will automatically delete your account on Instagram also. So be aware of it, correct? So this Amrit Generation campaign to empower youth was launched by Meta along with Ministry of Women, Child and Development. Next, which two ministries jointly launched mission on advanced and high impact research to leverage the emerging technologies in the power sector? It is your Ministry of Power and Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. These two ministries, they have jointly launched this mission on advanced and high impact research to leverage the emerging technologies in the power sector. The basic idea here is to enhance research and development in the technology sector. See, research and development is one of the important part of any company, because if they won't keep on evolving, then they will be lagging behind in the competition in this market. So it is very important for any individual to keep doing research and development in a particular sector. And similarly here, see, if we won't be testing our hydrogen powered engines, see for example, if you remember, green hydrogen is being tested on a pilot basis in Assam, in a resort where it full resort is being powered by a generator. That generator is running on green hydrogen, right? So this is what research and development only. And remember, recently hydrogen powered trains are being manufactured that will be running by December 2024, and they will be running from Jeend, Haryana. So what is this? We are continuously doing research and development. And why we need to do research and development? Because we know that our fossil fuels, that is your petrol and diesel, they are polluting our environment by releasing carbon into the atmosphere. So we need some alternative resource that won't harm our environment, right? So that is reason we did research and development, and we came up with these green hydrogen fuels that will be keeping our environment safe, correct? Here only remember, it is Ministry of Power and Ministry of New and Renewable Energy that have jointly launched a national mission that was named Mission on Advanced and High Impact Research. Mission on Advanced High Impact Research, that is Mahir. This is the name of the mission that was launched, and it was to identify emerging technologies in the power sector and leverage them at scale for the deployment within and outside India. The mission has been planned for the initial of how many years? For 5 years, that is from 23-24 to 27-28, and it will follow the technology life cycle approach of idea to product, correct? Here the main aim of this Mahir is to achieve net zero emissions and promote initiatives like startups and make in India in the power sector. This will contribute towards attaining sustainable development goals. And here this mission Mahir will be working with premium institutions such as your IITs, IIMs, NITs, IISCs, etc. Correct? Next, which ministry launched Sagar Smriddhi, that is an online dredging monitoring system? So this Sagar Smriddhi, This was launched by Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways. Correct? And what is this Sagar Smriddhi? This Sagar Smriddhi stands for waste to wealth. Correct? This is an online dredging monitoring system that is a part of waste to wealth initiative. Right? Under this, what is the main aim? That daily and monthly progress visualization will be there. Dredger performance and downtime monitoring will be provided. This will bring in synergy among multiple reports like daily dredging report and pre and post dredging survey after processing the real time dredging report. Correct? If we talk about waste to wealth mission is one of the 9 scientific missions that was launched by Prime Minister's Science, Technology and Innovation Advisory Council, that is PMSTIAC. And the aim of this waste to wealth mission is to develop, identify and deploy technologies to treat waste to generate energy, recycle material and extract resources from those garbage. Correct? Then remember, dredging guidelines for the major ports were launched, right? And this will enhance to not just clean the port but will also to use those waste and come up with various ingredients or various minerals or various raw material for the next product that can be made from it. With this new system, the dredging will be reduced and will also bring in more transparency and efficiency to the overall system. So this Sagar Smriddhi Waste to Wealth, this is an online dredging monitoring system that was launched by the Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways. Right? Apart from this, remember recently our Union Minister Sarbandana Sonowal, he launched Harit Sagar guidelines. Harit Sagar guidelines for 2023. Correct? So who launched it? It was launched by Sarbandana Sonowal ji. Next, which organization launched Indian languages program to support local news publishers? It is Google, right? Google has launched Indian languages program under the Google News initiative, right? And it is to support the local newspapers in India to improve their digital operations and to reach to more readers. I repeat, in order to help local newspapers to grow, to improve their digital game and to reach to more readers globally, not just in India but globally also, Google has partnered with these local newspapers, right? And remember, they have launched this Indian language program under their Google News initiative. Then this program aims to empower the publishers with various tools and marketing practices. This Indian language program aims to train, also provide technical support and funding to the news publishers in various languages, and those languages are English, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Gujarati and Marathi. This will include series and virtual workshops, also news insights and YouTube also. Next thing, remember here all the local newspapers won't be eligible. Only those who are having a 12 months of continuous operation and have at least 50 full-time employees under them working for it. Correct? So it was Google that launched this Indian languages program to support local news publishers. Next, which ministry launched the field assessment for 8th edition of world's largest urban cleanliness survey? So who launched it? It was launched by, if the name of ministry is asked, which ministry launched this 8th edition of the world's largest urban cleanliness survey? This was launched by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Right? So this ministry launched the field assessment for the 8th edition of the Swachh Sarvekshan 2023. Right? And that is Mera Shahar Meri Pehchan. Correct? This is the 8th edition of Swachh Sarvekshan Survey for 2023, Mera Shahar Meri Pehchan. Then this survey is expected to engage with more than 10 crore citizens and will make it the world's largest annual urban cleanliness survey. So we can say this is the world's largest urban cleanliness survey. Correct, that is Mera Shahar Meri Pehchan, and it is the 8th edition of the Swachh Sarvekshan. Correct, the main focus is on waste to wealth, and it is curated towards processing scientific management of waste. Also remember Swachh Sarvekshan, it was first edition was launched in 2016. It was launched by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, and it was to analyze and compare the status of sanitation in Indian cities under Swachh Bharat Mission Urban. Correct. Also, the survey was conducted for 2023. The survey was conducted over 4 quarters. The first 3 quarters assessment have already been completed, and a new third quarter for Swachh Sarvekshan 2023 was introduced. The fourth and the final quarter is now being launched from 1st of July 2023. Correct. Next, who inaugurated the first ever national training conclave for civil servants? So the first ever national training conclave for civil servants was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Right? He inaugurated the first ever national training conclave. This was aimed at strengthening the training infrastructure for civil servants across India at an event that was held at the International Exhibition Convention Center, that is at Pragati Maidan. And where is it? It is in New Delhi. Then this conclave was hosted by the Capacity Building Commission and is organized under the authority of the National Program for Civil Service Capacity Building, that is Mission Karam Yogi. So we can say in simple words that this event, that is the first ever national training conclave, is being organized under Mission Karam Yogi. It is organized where? It is organized at the International Exhibition and Convention Center, that is at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi, and the main aim here is to provide strengthening or to provide training infrastructure for the civil servants across India. Right? Then remember, the integrated government online training Karam Yogi platform has brought about a level playing field as it provides opportunities for everyone for training. Over 1500 representatives from various training institutes including central, state, regional and zonal training institutes and research institutes have attended this particular conclave, that is the first ever national training conclave for civil servants, and this was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And where is it being held? It is at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi. Next, where is the National Training Center for FASAI located? If we talk about this National Training Center, right, it is one of the state-of-the-art National Training Center for FASAI that is located in Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh. Correct? This new National Training Center of FASAI will provide structured practices and learning experiences to bridge the gap between the existing knowledge and desired knowledge in the field of food safety and standard. Correct? Then remember, as mandated by Food Safety and Standards Act of 2016, FASAI is responsible for providing training to individuals involved in the food businesses that include food business operator, employees, food safety officers and designated officers. Also, FASAI will ensure that the development of a future ready workforce committed to ensuring safe and wholesome food for the citizens of India. Correct? Then apart from this, remember recently Dr. Mansukh Mandviya has released 2 books. One is Millets, that is Shri Anna recipe, correct, a healthy menu for mess and canteens and healthy gut, and second is your healthy you, right? It is traditional represent recipes with potential probiotic benefits. So these are the two books that was launched by Dr. Mansukh Mandviya. Correct. If we talk about FSI, Chief Executive Officer, who is he? G. Kamla Vardhana Rao. It was established on 5th of September 2008 and the headquarters is in New Delhi. Right? So this National Training Center for FSI is located in Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh. Next, which is the first agriculture special economic zone SEZ project and power transformers project? It is project Gajpati to Gabon, right? Project Gajpati to Gabon. This is the first agriculture special economic zone project and power transformers project from New Delhi. The establishment of this agriculture and food processing SEZ in Gabon will enhance food security and sufficiency in Gabon. This project, Gajpati to Gabon, is an international outreach initiative of the government of Gabon and AOM Group and Centurion University of Technology and Management there. Correct? If we look at it, it is a joint venture of the government of Gabon with the Africa's AOM, right, as implementing partner and Odisha's Centurion University of Technology and Management as the knowledge training and technology partner. So now in this question, the next difficult question that can be asked is, which is the implementing partner here? Which is the implementing partner? So the implementing partner here is the Africa's AOM group. If we talk about knowledge training partner, which is it? It is the Centurion University of Technology and Management that is in Odisha. Correct? So this is your project Gajpati to Gabon. It is the first agriculture special economic zone project and power transformers project, right? Next is, apart from this, remember India has extended a concessional loan of $12.3 billion to Africa, right? And another $700 million loan of grant assistance will be provided with various development projects. Correct? If we talk about Gabon, this is a African country or Central African country. Capital is Libreville, right? Next is UTPRERAK. This is the name of the Center of Excellence that was set up by which organization? UTPRERAK. This is your Unnat Takniki Pradarshan Kendra. I repeat, Unnat Takniki Pradarshan Kendra, that is Advanced Training or Advanced Industrial Technology Demonstration Center. AITDC. I repeat, Unnat Takniki Pradarshan Kendra, or this is also known by the Advanced Industrial Technology Demonstration Center. Correct? So this UTPREK, this is a center of excellence that was set up at which location? At National Power Training Institute, that is in Badarpur, New Delhi. Correct? Here the Minister of State also released a logo for the center and has released a brochure of the same. Correct? Then next question asked here is that this center of excellence was set up by which organization? This was set up by BEE, that is Bureau of Energy Efficiency, right? Bureau of Energy Efficiency, that is BEE. This comes under the Ministry of Power, and this UTPRERAK, the Center of Excellence, was set up by this BE only, and it was to boost industrial adoption of clean and energy efficient technologies. What is the reason for this? To adopt clean and energy efficient technologies, right? And remember, Ministry of Power will allocate sufficient funds under the budget for BEE. Next, next thing, remember here, more than 10,000 professionals will be trained in the coming 5 years. Correct? And this UTPRERAK will help the industry meet the emission intensity reduction targets that has been set up by various countries all around the world. Also, this will implement and support project activities in the 5 resulting areas, that is for basically promoting seminars, then hackathons will be there, then various demonstration will be there of energy efficient technologies, exchange of information knowledge through workshop and seminars will be there, then strategic capacity building institutions offering comprehensive training will also be provided. Correct? Take a note of it. It is important. UTPRERAK, that is your Unnat Takniki Pradarshan Kendra. This is a center of excellence, or we can say it that Advanced Industrial Training Demonstration Center. And where this will be located? This will be in New Delhi at National Power Training Institute at Badarpur. Correct? Next. Asia's first demonstration of the performance-based navigation for helicopters using Gagan satellite technology was tested by which country? It was tested by India, that is Asia's first country to test this Gagan GPS technology, that is your GAGAN. What does this Gagan stands for? GPS aided geo augmented navigation system, right? GPS aided geo augmented navigation system, right? This is a satellite technology that will allow high quality of air traffic management. This Gagan is jointly developed by ISRO along with Airport Authority of India. So important question, mark this, that Gagan technology is being developed, was developed by ISRO along with Airport Authority of India. Also, all the registered aircrafts in India will have to comply with Gagan by December 2025, and this is also mandatory. Apart from this, remember, this is a state of the art space based augmentation system that will use system of ground stations to provide necessary data to the GPS navigation signal, right? Apart from this, Gagan will also provide the capability for increased accuracy in position reporting, allowing for more uniform and high quality air traffic management. Also remember, in April 2022, Indigo became the first airline in India to land aircraft using the indigenous navigation system Gagan, right? Next. Next is India's first hydrogen power train will be running in which state? As I just mentioned, India's first hydrogen power trains will be running in Haryana, and that too in the Jeend district. Remember, near this station only, first hydrogen making plant is being set up. And if we are talking about first pure green hydrogen making plant, that was set up in Jorhat, Assam, right? Hydrogen can be of various colors. It can be of blue hydrogen, green hydrogen, yellow hydrogen, red hydrogen. These depends upon the amount of carbon that is released. In green hydrogen, there is zero amount of carbon that is being released into the atmosphere, and that is the reason this green hydrogen is considered the fuel of future. And we will be seeing that green hydrogen will be used to power the trains. And now, not just in trains, we will be seeing our cars, vehicles that will be powered by hydrogen soon. Even Nitin Gadkari is using the car that is using hydrogen, right? Apart from this, ethanol. How do we make ethanol? Ethanol is being generated from sugarcane, from bamboos, etc., right? And this ethanol is also a source of fuel that can be used to power our vehicles. Correct? Next. Next is name the song. Name the song that was penned down by Prime Minister Narendra Modi along with Grammy winner. So this song was based for millets. As we know that this year 2023 has been designated as the International Year of the Millets by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and we know that millets, these are very fibrous crops. They are nutrition rich, they contain proteins, they have multiple nutrients, right? They are very hardy crops, and they can be grown even in the remote areas where the conditions are not suitable for different crops. Even there we can grow the millets, correct? And so for promoting the same, a song was penned down by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the name of the song is Abundance in Millets, right? And the song highlights the benefits of millet. This song was written both in English and Hindi, and it was made accessible to everyone, correct? Then what is the name of the Grammy winner along whom Prime Minister Narendra Modi penned down this song? Falguni Shah, right? He's an Indian American singer, also the Grammy Award winner, correct? Next, how many Vande Bharat trains were flagged off from Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh? So remember, a total of 5 Vande Bharat trains were flagged off from Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. And remember, this is for the first time that so many Vande Bharat trains has been launched in a single day. These trains will improve the connectivity across India by connecting various regions such as Madhya Pradesh, Goa, Jharkhand, Bihar, Karnataka, and Maharashtra. Correct? The trains, these are designed to be run at 110 to 130 kilometer per hour, and the average running speed on the ground train ranges between 63 to 96 kilometer per hour. Correct? Then remember, Government of India launched the first ever Vande Bharat train in Feb 2019, and it was in New Delhi. Correct? These contains various new technologies such as ATP system, that is your automatic train protection system, Kavach system, that is your Kavach technology, that is your automatic train protection system, right? That was developed by RDSO, that is Research Design and Standard Organization. Correct? Next, how many handicraft products from UP recently got the GI tag? So a total of 7 handicraft products from UP got the GI tag. If we talk about this product, Amora Dholak, Kalpi handmade paper, Bagpat home furnishings, Barabanki handloom product, Mahoba Gora Patthar Hastasthilp, and Manipuri Tarkashi, as well as Sambal horn craft. These are the 7 products, these are the 7 handicraft products who got the GI tag, that is your geographical indication tag, from UP. Now next question is, how many total GI tags have been granted to Uttar Pradesh state? That is 52 now after these 7, and they have the maximum, or Gujarat is the state with maximum number of GI tags. Correct? This question can also be asked, so do take a note of it. Now, after this, let me correct here. This is not just, let me correct. UP is on second position now. On the first position is your Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu has secured the top position with 50 GI tags. Correct? And UP is on the second position with 52 GI tags. Correct? Next. Next is, which state airport received the aerodrome license by DGCA? So it is your Uttarakhand's airport, that is Naini Saini airport, that recently got the aerodrome license by DGCA. Correct? And the license, which is valid for 6 months, has been handed over to Uttarakhand Civil Aviation Development Authority by DGCA. If we talk about this Naini Saini airport of Uttarakhand, this was inaugurated in 1994, right? And the airport is located at an aerial distance of just 15 kilometers from China border, correct? Next, India will be taking 5 development projects in the border areas of which state? So remember, India will be taking 5 development projects each in the border areas of the state that are Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan, or China. So remember, it will be along the border states of which state we are talking about. It will be along the border of Bangladesh, and the 5 states where there these development projects will be working, they are Assam, West Bengal, Mizoram, Meghalaya, and Tripura. Right, these are the 5 states where 5 development projects will be carried out along the border of Bangladesh. These 5 projects include construction of Bailey Bridge, road repair, and strengthening of the retaining walls. Correct? Next, ICAI Central Council has approved the renewals of the MRAs with CPA of which country? Remember, recently ICAI, that is the Central Council of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, that is ICAI, Institute Chartered Accountants of India, that is the India's largest professional accounting body. They have recently approved the renewal of the existing mutual recognition agreement with CPA Canada, that is your Chartered Professional Accountants of Canada, as well as CPA Ireland. Also mark this. Along with Canada is important, but along with CP Ireland was also there. ICI has also approved the renewal of these MRAs, Mutual Recognition Agreement, or MOUs, with South African Institute of Chartered Accountants, the Bahrain Institute of Banking and Finance, and the National Board of Accountants and Auditors of Tanzania. The key point that you need to remember here is that ICAI has been expanding their presence globally, and it is working with various accounting bodies globally to establish various MOUs and mutual recognition agreements. The main focus of this ICI office in US, if we talk about, is to enhance the professional global presence, and they have opened 2 new representative office in USA also, correct? So basically we can say, if we want to sum up, that ICI is now India, or we can say ICI is now exploring various options, and now we are expanding our presence globally, correct? And we are signing various MOUs, various MRAs with various different countries. Next, India's first international cruise ship was flagged up from where? So India's first cruise ship, that is MV Empress. MV Empress, this was flagged up from where? It was flagged off from Chennai, Tamil Nadu, correct? It is India's first international cruise ship, that is MV Empress. It was flagged off from Chennai, Tamil Nadu, correct? It costed around 7.21 crore rupees to build this India's first international cruise ship. The cruise service is the result of the MOU that was signed during the first India International Cruise Conference between Chennai Port and MS Waterways Leisure Tourism Private Limited. The modern cruise terminal developed in Chennai Port is spread over an area of 2,880 square meter, and they have the ability to host 3,000 passengers at a particular time, correct? So the first international cruise ship was flagged off from Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and what is the name of it? It is MV Empress. Next, which state topped the wind energy production? It is Rajasthan. Mark this. Then which state topped the solar energy adoption? It is Rajasthan only. What is the rank of India in the wind power capacity in the world? India stands at 4th position. Also, in terms of solar energy, remember, Rajasthan became the first state to achieve 10 gigawatt of solar energy production. Correct? Important, take a note of it. Then remember, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, they celebrated Global Wind Day, and the theme is important for that. That was Pavan Urja, powering the future of India. Powering the future of India. This is the theme for the Global Wind Day. Correct? So coming back, remember, wind energy adoption, it is Rajasthan that has stopped. In the state that has stopped in solar energy adoption, it is also Rajasthan. And if we talk about the rank of India in the wind power capacity in the world, it is fourth. Right? Next thing, remember, if we are talking about which state has achieved the highest wind capacity through open access, it is Gujarat. But if we are talking about generally for wind energy adoption, it is your Rajasthan. Correct? Next, here one more thing, remember, at present the onshore wind potential of India is at 1164 gigawatt of energy. Next, name the Northeast India's first airline that got the approval for flight operations. It is your Jet Wings Airways, right? Jet Wing Airways, this is a Guwahati, Assam based airline that received the NOC, that is no objection certificate, from the Ministry of Civil Aviation to operate as a scheduled commuter air transport service, right? Jetting Airways plans to offer regional connectivity to passengers under Udan scheme, that is Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. Correct? And this Udan scheme was started in October 2016, and the main aim of this scheme is so that the even every individual or all the people in India can get the benefit of traveling through the aeroplane, and that is the scheme, that is Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. Correct? So it is your Jetting Airways, that is a Guwahati, Assam, and that became the first airline from Northeast India to get the approval for flight operations from DGCA. Next, footwear industry will comply with the quality control orders from which date? So footwear industry, they will comply with the quality control orders from 1st of July, right? And remember, these quality controls, what does this stands for? That the material that will be used will should be of good quality, right? The Fevicol that will be used or the threads that will be used there should be of good quality, and a proper check will be maintained on those MSMEs and on those MSMEs, so that the quality of the material that is being procured to make those footwears in India are top notch. As we know that if we want to export our product to different parts of the world, the quality should be maintained, and then only those countries will allow the products from India to be imported. Correct? The next thing, remember, for five standards which have been revised recently, it was also decided to give 6 more months time to small industries for complying with the order accordingly, right? And this will come into force from 1st of January 2024, and this is for the companies whose annual turnover is less than 50 crore rupees and more than 10 crore rupees. Correct? Next. Next is MEITY. They have joined hands with IITs to promote research and development in which sector? So Ministry of Electronics and Information and Technology, they have joined hands with IITs to promote research and development in nano electronics. Right? Several initiatives has been taken in the last 5 years to promote research and development in nano electronics in India. Right? There is a program also, INUP, I2I, correct? That is Indian Nano Electronics User Program, Idea to Innovate. This is a flagship program that was initiated and funded by which ministry? Ministry of Electronics, Information and Technology. Correct? It is being implemented at the Center of Excellence in Nanoelectronics, that is at IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Guwahati, IIT Madras, and they have provided various research and development opportunity to communities there also. Correct? So remember this INUP-I2I, what is the full form? It is Indian Nanoelectronics Users Program, Idea to Innovate. This is a flagship program that was funded by MEITY, and it is a research and development program where Center of Excellence has been set up in nanoelectronics at various institutions. Correct? And what is nanotechnology? Nanotechnology is development of various devices with materials with has a physical size of 1 to 100 nanometers, right? And 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power 9 meter. Next, name the program that was announced to connect Indian STEM diaspora with Indian higher education institutions. I repeat, name the program that was announced to connect Indian STEM diaspora with Indian higher education. Correct. The name of the program is Vaibhav Fellowship. Right. That is Vaishvik Bhartiya Vaignik, a new fellowship program that will connect Indian STEM. What does this STEM means? Science, technology, engineering, math, and medicine. Correct. And this is STEM diaspora with various institutions. Correct. So the name of the program is Vaibhav Fellowship. As a first step of the government is announcing Vaibhav Fellowship Call 2023. This program will be implemented by the Department of Science and Technology that comes under the Ministry of Science and Tech. Right. This will facilitate research collaborations between Indian higher education institution and various leading institutions abroad. In 2020, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated Vaibhav Summit, that was a global virtual summit of overseas and resident Indian researchers on Gandhi Jayanti on 2nd of October 2020. So, in order to promote research and development in this STEM, right, and connect this STEM diaspora of India with higher education institutions of various other countries, this Vaibhav Fellowship was launched. So it is your Vaibhav Fellowship. Right. Next. Next is Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sport. They have increased the boarding amount for athletes and officials by how much percent on foreign tours? So recently, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sport, they have increased the upper limit for boarding and accommodation for Indian athletes and team officials by 66%. That was earlier 150 US dollar, and now it has been increased to 250 US dollar per day. Right? And this is because of the higher rates fixed by the local organizing committee in foreign countries. A request to the ministry was made to increase the existing ceiling of 150 rupees per day that was fixed in 2015, and now it has been updated to 250 US dollars per day in 2023. So remember, an increase of 66% has been seen here. Next, remember, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy extended the deadline for solar parks and ultra mega solar power project scheme by how many years? So remember, the ministry has extended the deadline for 2 years, and it has been extended till the year 2026. Correct? The bill was reenactment of the present Livestock Importation Act and Livestock Importation Amendment Act of 2001. Here, animal activities opposed the move to include canines and felines in the list of stocks. If we talk about the bill was aimed at framing measures for the regulations of the importation of livestock and livestock products, as well as promotion and development of export of the livestock and livestock products. Correct? Next, Ministry of Women, Child and Development has discontinued which autonomous bodies? So actually 3 autonomous bodies were discontinued. One is Rashtriya Mahila Kosh, second is Central Social Welfare Board, and as well as an internal division that was named Food and Nutrition Board was recently discontinued by Ministry of Women, Child and Development. If we talk about Rashtriya Mahila Kosh, that is RMK, this was launched in 1993 and it is a collateral free and it was to provide collateral free credit to women in the informal sector, correct, and it has been discontinued. Then if we talk about Central Social Welfare Board, this was formed in 1953 and it is kind of an NGO only that was started by the government and it has also been discontinued. Then if we talk about Food and Nutrition Board, this Food and Nutrition Board was set up in 1964 and remember originally with the Ministry of Food and Development it was launched, but now it was attached to the office of Ministry of Women, Child and Development, correct, and this scheme has also been discontinued. So Rashtriya Mahila Kosh, Central Social Welfare Board and Food and Nutrition has been discontinued. Next, Government of India extended the timeline for the loan completion of ethanol projects till dash. So it has been extended till 30th of September 2023 and I told you that this ethanol it is also considered one of the fuel of future and it is being made from various products such as your sugarcane, bamboo, these your rice, etc. Correct? And remember why this step was taken? The extension of this loan completion till September 30 has been done to strengthen the ethanol production in India under the scheme for extending financial assistance to sugar mills. Correct? This extended timeline for ethanol projects will boost the agriculture economy. It will reduce fossil fuel dependency and save foreign exchange on the account of crude import and reduce air pollution. Under the scheme, the government will provide interest subvention for the disbursed loans and has now extended the loan disbursement timeline till 30th of September 2023. Many project proponents were unable to observe the original deadline, so that is the reason the government stepped in and considered that the loan repayment should be extended till September 30, 2023. Correct? Next is Anusandhan Chintan Shivir. It was organized by which organization? This Anusandhan Chintan Shivir, it was organized by DRDO. It was organized in New Delhi only, right? And here, who was the chief guest? The Chief of Defense Staff Anil Chauhan was the chief guest here, correct? And a list of 75 technology priority areas for industry and academy was released by DRDO during this. Also, DRDO has further divided the list of 75 priority areas into 403 technological categories and further spread them about into 1295 current and future technology development tasks. This will identify the technology areas on which laboratories of DRDO are currently working. Also, the list features major technology tasks for the future defense research and development needs. Correct. Next, the reason why this Anusandhan Chintan Shivir was launched, it was to encourage research and development within the industry and academy of defense. Correct. Next, if we talk about DRDO, who is the current chairperson? Dr. Samir V. Kamath, and where is the headquarter? It is in New Delhi. Next is ARAI. ARAI awarded automotive PLI certificate to which organization? It is Mahindra and Mahindra, or we can say Mahindra Last Mile Mobility, right? It is a division of Mahindra and Mahindra only that became the first firm to receive the PLI auto certificate, right? And it was, what is the budget of this auto PLI? It is 25,938 crore rupees. Correct? Highly important, take a note of it. So friends, these were your important national affairs for the month of June. I hope you have enjoyed the session. If you find the session to be interesting and you find it useful and informative, then do comment below and like the session, as we want more and more children, students watching these topic wise videos, because we know that you are watching daily current affairs, but what about this topic wise current affairs? These are also important, and it is very helpful video for all the government job aspirants. So that's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is VICAS10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code VICAS10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.